That's me. I guess you're wondering how I got it. Well, to answer that question, we have to go back. A year ago, I was just a big bopper who loved playing footy. I was 135 kilos and shouldn't have moved the way I did, but stupid decisions like this, being overweight, and making even more stupid on-field decisions like this, led me to a torn meniscus. Follow me on my meniscus repair journey from the last gym session pre-op to the day of surgery. Let's go. The meniscus is basically a C-shaped cushion that sits inside the knee and acts as a shock absorber to help protect the knee joints. It can tear by twisting or turning, or in my case, landing awkwardly after a jump. I felt it shudder as soon as it made contact with the ground and I knew something was wrong. I struggled to walk for about a month after that as well. After getting scans, I found out I had two tears, a radial tear of my lateral meniscus and a bucket handle tear of my medial meniscus. When I went to see the surgeon, they provided me with two options: either rehab the knee naturally without surgery, or go through the surgical route and have a knee arthroscopy as well as a meniscus repair surgery. A knee arthroscopy is a minimally invasive surgery that involves the surgeon putting a small camera as well as other small instruments into the knee through tiny incisions. This helps them diagnose and resolve issues without having the need for large open surgery. During meniscus repair, the surgeon uses those instruments to place sutures or anchors to hold the pieces of torn meniscus together. This helps restores the knee's function and encourages healing. Here's my local. I go to World Gym North Parramatta. It's a massive gym that's set up really well with brand new equipment. Now, I'm no personal trainer, but let's have a look at what I get up to on a normal leg day. Starting out with leg extensions, single leg. I managed to hit 3 sets of 12 reps at 45 kilos, which was a new PB for me. The knee felt a little bit shaky by the end of it, but I was glad it held up alright. Next up was the leg press. Now, I don't usually squat heavy because of how weak my knee feels when I go down, so I recently tried this out and found it to be a decent alternative. If there's any PTs that can help me give me some better exercises for post-meniscus repair surgery, I'm all ears. Hit this one for 3 sets, increasing the weight by 40 kilos each set, trying not to overwork my knee. Onto the seated leg curls, and usually I'd do this straight after the leg extensions, but the machine was taken. And yuck, what is that face? I've never seen my face before while working out, so that's concerning. Like the other exercises, I hit this for 3 sets, but went heavy doing 50 kilos single leg. This was a struggle. And for those of you who don't know, I'm a big country music fan, so let me bless your ears by introducing you to Jordan Davis. You're welcome. Pretty simple. Here's me doing my best farmer impersonation and trying to raise my baby cows. Next up, we got the hip abduction and hip adduction, which I usually superset. I love doing these because I really feel the stretch both on my hip abductors and on my inner thighs. Finally, finish it off with a few back extensions, which is meant to work out your lower back and top part of your glutes, but to be honest, I don't usually feel it,
So it's 5:30, day of surgery. It's Monday, 24th of Feb. Looking forward to it.
Not sure what's going to happen, but yeah, a bit nervous. Arrived at Mount Druitt Hospital around 6:30 in the morning. Only waited about 10 minutes here in the waiting area before heading to Ward 2C for day procedures. Here's the room I was staying in. It was pretty cool. Had my own bed to myself. No one was in there for the rest of the day either. There's me being a goose. Admissions was pretty quick, so they asked me basic questions about my health and my medical history. Spoke to the nurse for about 15 minutes after getting in, and then checked my blood pressure and heart rate before sending me back to the room to get changed into the gown.
I think it's too small.
Bloody things.
7:15. Just waiting for doctors to take me into surgery now. But yeah, they've prepped the knee, done everything. Can't wait to get this over and done with. They said the procedure should take about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on what happens. So they're gonna do a knee arthroscopy and repair the meniscus. They covered up my ring, so they've covered up my ring and given me a red band, and yeah. Basically, what the doctor said is we're having knee arthroscopy with a meniscus repair surgery today. I don't really remember what he said other than that, so I just know he said there's risks to it. You can
All I
have
heard was you might die. It's very low chance because you're a healthy young person, but there's still a chance. talked very fast. And he said you might get arthritis early if they have to cut the meniscus away. You're going to have arthritis and gout.
Doctor's about to take me in now, so I can't wait to get this over and done with. See you on the other side. 12:30. Just finished waiting to get discharged now. So happy I can walk on it. Yeah, the nurse said I can walk on my knee. Don't need crutches, nothing. They fixed both meniscus tears, which was good. But yeah, I just need to full weight bearing, just try and get back into it, and then I've got to follow up with the specialist in 3 weeks.
Surgery was a success. You can see here, it's my knee. Bloody leg was purple afterwards, so I had to wash that off. Pretty stoked, to be honest, with how it all went. So all in all, it was about 6 hours from once I arrived to when I left. Yeah, I think the hardest part about that was the waiting after the surgery, so finished around 9:30 and had to wait till 12 to get discharged.
So they got me in a fucking wheelchair. What the fuck?
Hey, so it's 1 o'clock now, just finished up from the hospital, just heading home now. Got around to the hospital 6:30 this morning. It was pretty good, pretty quick process to get through admissions and then get sorted. Surgery started around 8 a.m. So they wheeled me into the room around 7:40, which was good, and met with the surgeon, the people doing the anesthetic and putting that on. And then, yeah, they wheeled me in. It was pretty cool in the operating theatre. They had music playing. It was pretty comfortable, and it was cold, which was nice because I like the cold. Yeah, ended up waking back up at around 9:35. Not too much pain in my knee either, which was really good. And I was so surprised because the nurses said I could start moving my leg around, which is different to the ACL surgeries that I've had. Just waited till about 10 till they took me back into the ward, and yeah, just stayed in the bed while had the nurses and doctors come check up on me until the physio came in around midday. So at 12, that's when the physios just jumped in and had a look and gave me one crutch. So they said I could walk on my knee and just full load bearing, which I was so surprised at. And I was a bit nervous to walk around with my knee because of everything all the injuries and all the surgeries, but surprisingly it could handle it. So yeah, the doctors know best for sure.
I'm finally home. To be fair, it wasn't even that big of a day. Like 6:30 getting into the hospital, and then I'm out of there by 12:30, already home before 1:30, which is insane. Around 1 o'clock I got home this afternoon. Was pretty quick, so I was super surprised. I'm so glad to be home, to be honest. The whole walking on my leg thing and, not needing crutches is also spinning me out, so I'm pretty cool with that. They did give me a list of things that I need to look out for, which, is stuff that I'm going to start looking at in the next few days. So you've got the walking unassisted, so, they pretty much encouraged walking unless it was something where I just feel otherwise that I'm not comfortable to do. They've also got no driving. I love driving, so spewing about that. I've got a dressing, so I've got a bandage on that's wrapped around my knee. They said to take that off after 2 days, and then after the 2 days I've also got a waterproof dressing that's underneath that they said to just keep on until my appointment with the doc, which I've got an appointment in 3 weeks. So once I see the doc in 3 weeks, then they'll be able to reassess and start sorting out physio. So yeah, the physios at the hospital, interestingly enough, they didn't give me any exercise to do. When I asked them, they said just wait until you see the doc and then they'll give you the exercise to do. So that was interesting. I did get a piece of paper though from the hospital which said what type of exercises I can do, which was just single leg raises, just clenching the quads and then just focusing on lifting the whole leg up a couple of inches, holding it for 3 seconds and then putting it down. So I'm going to give that a crack tomorrow. Overall, I had a pretty good experience in Mount Druitt Hospital, getting my knee arthroscopy and meniscus repaired. So I'm hoping this is the last time that I have a knee surgery, and yeah,
no more sport for me. You're going to have to stick to a less non-contact sport like, I don't know, ping pong or something like that. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. I'm thinking of doing a series following my rehab and just the way that I get back from this and strengthen my knee. So if you guys are wanting to follow the recovery journey, feel free to drop a comment, show us some love by giving us a like, and yes, feel free to subscribe. So yeah, peace. Thanks for watching.